Hey, good morning, and hello everybody that came for our story time today. We are doing a story called Pandora's Box, and she was a lady that wondered what was inside the box. So we're going to play a little game before we tell the story about what is inside a bag. Do you like presents? I bet you do. In this time of year, everybody's thinking about maybe some of their holiday gifts and some of their presents and what they want for Christmas. So I put some things in some bags, and I'm going to give you some clues, and I want you to see if you can guess what's inside. So we're going to play Guess What's in the Bag. So the first one is a nice red bag. I wonder what's inside. I'll give you a clue. Okay, the first clue is, and I have some picture clues too. The first clue is whatever is in the bag has 4 paws. Think about that. Something with 4 paws is in my bag. Let's see. Have you guessed yet? Let's think about the second clue. Whatever in the bag has 4 paws and a long tail. Can you see that? 4 paws and a long tail. 4 paws and a long tail. That tail looked a little furry, don't you think? So you know some things about what's in that bag. 4 paws, long tail, kind of furry. Oh, and the last clue for what's in the bag, it eats mice. Who's ever in the bag eats mice. Ah! I better get this mouse out of here. Have you guessed yet? Oh, I bet you did. Let's see if you're right. It's that's another clue. It's a cat. 4 paws, long tail, and eats mice. That's a cat. So that's how we play a game. We give you clues, and you try to figure it out one clue at a time to see what's in the bag. So I have another bag over here, and this one is a purple bag. Okay, so let's try the clues on this one. Okay, in this one, the first clue is I have wings, but I'm not a bird. What would have wings, but it's not a bird? Can you think of something? Think about that for a second. Got wings, but I'm not a bird. Okay. Here's another one. I used to be a caterpillar. Do you know what it is now? I only have 2 clues for this one. Did you guess? Did you guess that it was a butterfly? I bet you did. All right, yep, the butterfly was in this clue bag, so take that one. And this one's a little different. Let's do this one. It's in a little white bag. Okay, here's the first clue. I can be big, or I can be small. That's not a very good clue. Lots of things can be big and small. Oh, here's another clue. I'm round. Big or small and round? I don't know. Have you guessed it yet? Can you think of some round things? All right, well, big or small and round. You can, here's the third clue. You can throw it, you can hit it, or you can kick it. Did you guess yet? All right. Oh, here's the last clue. If you didn't guess it by now, the last one should really give it away. I bounce. I bet you got it now. It's balls. It's a ball. A ball can be big, like this one, or smaller, like this one, and they're round, and they definitely Bounce. So that's our little clue game. And that helps us think about the story that we have coming up here called Pandora's Box. Because Pandora was given a box. And there she is. She's going to help us tell the story today. Go a little bit closer. There we go. Well, you know, Pandora's box is actually a myth, and it comes from the ancient Greeks. And the ancient Greeks told stories and wrote stories to help people understand what was happening around them out there in the world. Lots of different things happened, and they wrote stories to kind of explain those things. And sometimes the myths were lessons about right and wrong. Sometimes they were lessons about what to do and how to live. But some of the characters, were just, they did impossibly amazing things, or impossibly things that were flat out wrong, just to try to emphasize what we should do with our life and how we should live. Lots of fun Greek myths, but the characters weren't necessarily always perfect. Well, hello, Pandora. There, you can see Pandora right there. Whoops. There she is. She was beautiful, don't you think? Yes, she is definitely beautiful. So she's going to tell the story, and we just dropped one of the characters on the floor, so I'm going to pick that one up before we get started. I have to edit this out. He fell on the floor, and his arms and his legs fell off. Oh man, all of his legs fell off. All of his arms fell off when he fell on the floor. So we can't tell the story without our character here. Okay, there we go. We're going to put him down so he won't fall on the floor again. Okay, so now we're ready to get started. Pandora's Box. My name is Pandora, and I'm Greek. Well, you don't look Greek. Well, I eat Greek yogurt, and I eat Greek salad with pita bread. Oh, is that what makes you Greek? No, not really. That's just silly. Do you have a story to tell us, Pandora? Oh, yes, I do. The story goes that long, an extra long time ago, a god named Zeus gave me this box. Oh, look at that box. Whoa. And here's our god named Zeus. He came down from his mountain in the cloud, and he gave Pandora this beautiful box. Wow. Well, before I could even say thank you, I had to ask Zeus, what's in the box? Before you could even say thank you? That's right. What's in the box, Zeus? Well, Zeus said, I am not going to tell you. So I said, well, who do you think you are? The king of the gods or something? Well, yes, I am. And I live on a big mountain over there called Mount Olympus. Oh, really? That's far away. Well, that's very impressive, Zeus. But are you the one who's been throwing thunderbolts at people? Thunderbolts? Would a god do that? Would a god throw thunderbolts? Well, yes. Because if you are that thunderbolt thrower, I wish you would just cut it out. Throwing thunderbolts certainly isn't very nice. And trust me, when one of those hits you, it hurts. Oh, sorry. That's silly old Zeus. Throwing thunderbolts at people? What would he do that for? Maybe to punish them for something they were doing wrong? I don't know. Well, about this box, Miss Pandora, I'm giving it to you, but do not, ever, 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 ever open it. You've got to be kidding me. Really? Never open this beautiful box? How am I going to find out what's inside? For crying out loud. Well then, with that, when he said to Pandora, don't ever, ever open up that box, he got back in his cloud and he flew back up to Mount Olympus. There he goes. He's missing a leg though. I can't ever open this box? What am I going to do? Do I just have to sit here and wonder what's inside this box? Well, that's kind of crazy. Someone gives you a present and then won't tell you what's inside, but then tells you not to open it ever, 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 ever? Huh. Well, what do you think's inside it, Pandora? I just don't know. I just don't know. Well, maybe we should ask the kids what they think is inside it. Okay, so what do you think is inside that box? What could be inside here? It's a beautiful gift, a beautiful box. It's got to be some cool things in there. I would think anyway. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think's inside? On your birthday or during the holidays, do you ever try to guess what's inside your presents? What do you guess? What's something that you want? How about, I always guess socks and underwear. No. I'm not supposed to ever, 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 ever open this box? That's crazy. What am I going to do? What do you think I did way back then? What does the myth tell us that I did? That's right. I opened the box. You better believe I did. Because, I'm a very curious person. And when I was born, I was presented to some Greek goddesses who granted me abilities that would help me live a good life. They gave me my wonderful beauty. Look at my hair. Don't you think I'm gorgeous? They gave me intelligence. Oh, I am so smart. Whoops. I am so smart. And I always love to ask questions. I love to find out about things. I love to find out why things happen and how things work. And of course, I want to know what's in this box because I'm so curious. And I'm going to open it as soon as I can, I think. Well, according to the legend, that's exactly what I did. I opened the box. And sadly, so the story goes, it didn't turn out so good that day. Let's see what happened when Pandora opened the box. We're going to open this lid slowly. She just wants a peek, maybe just a little peek to see what's inside, and then we'll just shut the lid. Again, like Zeus said, don't open that box. Don't open that box. Oh, but it's tied so tight. You have to lift off that. So she's just going to peek inside the box. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Crazy things start flying out. Ah! And I screamed, ah! Oh no, crazy monsters. Whoa, crazy, making all kinds of noise. Whoa, crazy monsters. Oh, whoa, bad things are in this box flying all around. Oh no, whoa. And I tried to shove all those things back in the box, but they wouldn't go back in. Oh, they were all the bad things that day. And as soon as I opened the lid, all those terrible things swirled out. Things that bother people, monsters, things that made people sick. Whoa, no, things that hurt people. Oh, monsters that were angry and cruel. Ooh, that looks like a snake. But they went and they flew away in a great big cloud. Oh, and I tried to put some back in, but they just wouldn't go back in. I couldn't make them go back. So it was a sad day when I opened that box. Oh, and when I realized what happened, oh no, when I realized what happened when I opened the box, oh, I was really sad. But that's not the end of the story. Oh, that's not the end of the story. What happened next was amazing. As I sat there by the empty box, I saw a little speck of light, a little warm speck of light right at the bottom of the box. And it began to glow and it began to flutter. Woo! And a light beamed out of the box. Woo! And that light warmed up the whole room and filled every corner. And that little beam of light was called hope. So now, when lots of bad things and terrible things start to happen, you know that there's always, fluttering around, there's always a little speck of hope. And that's what happened when Pandora opened that box. A lot of bad things flew out, but there was always hope. So was Pandora's curiosity a bad thing? No, I don't think so, because without that curiosity, there would be no hope in our world. And because of her curiosity, that's how people discovered hope, to get us through all those bad things. And that's the end of the story. All right, see you later, Pandora. Back you go. All right. So I kind of like that story because lots of times crazy bad things and things you could call monsters are out in that world. But we can get through a lot of things if we have hope. There we go. There's that box. Okay, so that's our story about Pandora today. I'm going to put my monsters. I'm going to try to put the monsters back in the box, but they don't all go back in. So we have a craft today to make our own box, and I think maybe we better find Zeus's leg. Stick that back on so he can be over here too. Oh dear. So we're going to make our own monster box. If you came to make a craft with us today too, the supplies that you're going to need are an empty Kleenex box. We're going to turn this into a monster box with some hope coming out of it, I think. All right, so you're going to need a glue stick and some scissors and a few pipe cleaners. That's always good. Maybe some tape. How about marker or two, and some construction paper of a lot of different colors because we're going to put some scraps on there. So when you take a look at the Kleenex box, doesn't that look like a big mouth to you? I think so. I think it looks like a big monster mouth. So I'm going to pull off the plastic and we're going to turn this box into a crazy, silly monster. Whoops. I'm pulling up the plastic. It's not coming out very easy. Oh, there we go. Got it. So let's put some teeth in that monster mouth. I've got some yellow paper. So I am going to take my scissors and, let's see, measure the mouth and cut off a piece and stick some teeth in that mouth. Let's try this. So I'm going to cut it right here. Cut it right here. Does that fit? Oh, that'll fit inside. And now I'm going to do some monster teeth. And what I'm doing is like little triangles so that they look like teeth sticking up, just like that. And here we go. That look like monster teeth? I think so. So we're going to put those inside the box with a little tape. Just inside the box to look like teeth. Let's see. Now that's a little tricky because you got to shove them in there so they stick. But let's see if I can do that. Okay, yep. There we go. Whoa. Monster teeth. Should I put some on the top? I think so too. So I'm going to cut some more teeth to put on the top for this monster. Set of monster teeth on the bottom and monster teeth on the top. It's gonna be cool. Whoops. There's my monster teeth. A little bit more tape. And now it really looks like a mouth if you ask me, if we put these teeth inside it. Let's do that. And then let's show you what it looks like. Uh-oh, those teeth didn't stick very good. There we go. All right. Teeth on the top and teeth on the bottom. Does it look like it's gonna bite you? This monster needs some eyes, don't you think? Yeah, I think some eyes. Some crazy, really funny looking eyes. So I have some orange paper. I really like maybe some silly eyes. So I'm gonna fold a little chunk of this in half. This is an odd piece, but I'm folding it in half and I'm going to cut kind of a circle because our eyes are kind of ovals or circles. And when I fold it in half, that means I can cut out two of them at the same time. Oh, they'll look the same. Whoa, monster eyes, I think. Well, let's put some monster eyes on the box. Okay, and I think I'm going to use glue stick for that because it's sticking right out on top. So a little glue stick on my monster eye right there. And there we go. Monster eyes. Oh, but it doesn't look like it's looking at you, does it? We need some marker. We need to put the centers in those eyes so it looks like it's looking at you. And I like red. Red monster eyes on orange. We're going to do it, oops, right here, right in the middle. Some centers so those monster eyes are looking right at you. Okay, now let's see what he looks like. Wow, cool. You know what? I'm going to put some monster arms on the side of the box. What do you think? Whoa, yeah. So I have some green paper. How am I going to do that? I am going to take a chunk, and again, I'm going to cut them out at the same time. Chunk a strip of green, just like this. Like that. And, whoa, I didn't cut them out at the same time. I said I was going to, but I didn't. So I'll cut another one. Here we go. Another strip, just like the first one. So now I have two arms. And they're going to stick out on the side of the box, but I want them to look kind of crazy. So I'm going to fold them, an accordion fold, a zigzag fold. So I fold it forward, I fold it back, I fold it forward, I fold it back, and then it can kind of boing. I'm going to do the same with this one. All right, so fold forward, fold back, fold forward, fold back, fold forward, fold back, and there we go, two boingy arms. Now, this time I am going to use tape because tape will stick it and dry faster. So a little bit of tape on this one and stick it on the side right there. Whoa, and arms sticking off to the side. And the other one too. It doesn't have any fingers, so maybe I'll have to put some fingers on the end of these arms. So it looks like he's gonna grab it or something. Okay. Okay, this is such a great silly monster. There he is. Oh, you know, maybe he's just gonna give you a hug. All right. Oh, he needs fingers though. Seriously. How about a red hand? You think? Well, I cut that out earlier for something else. So I am going to use more red paper and cut around something that looks a little bit like a hand. So it's got fingers. And up and around the fingers. Oops. And then I am going to put these fingers and this hand on the end of my arms. All right. Ta-da! Okay. And again, you can use glue stick or tape. Either will work pretty good. And I'm just taping it onto my arm. And the other side too. Oops. Okay. One hand. Two hands coming up here. How you doing out there? I hope your monster is turning out as silly as mine. I love making silly stuff. Okay. There. There we go. Well, because of our story and because there was a little fluttery bug, that looked actually like a dragonfly in my story, I'm gonna give this monster a little bit of hope flying out of his mouth. So I have some kind of scrunchy paper, and I think what I'll do is, it's just plain white, and I think hope is very gorgeous. So I'm gonna color a little bit with some of my markers to make it pretty. So I'm doing a little bit of green. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. A little bit of green. And I'm going to do a little bit of yellow because hope is very warm and comforting. Sure helped Pandora out a lot when she was very sad about how she released all those bad things into the world. Hope kind of made things a little bit better, a little bit more comforting. And some orange, because orange is a warm color. Okay, so here's what I got. So now I'm going to make a fluttery butterfly. And I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and stick it around the middle so the butterfly wings will stick together. Now this is an awfully big butterfly for my little monster, don't you think? So I might have to trim off some of those wings, make this butterfly just a little smaller so it shows up better. There. There. Hope is flying through the world. Okay, so it's on the end of a pipe cleaner, right? So I'm just going to take my piece of tape and stick it inside this crazy monster's mouth. Actually, to the floor. Oh, there. There. And you can add a lot of different things to this crazy monster. But always remember, wherever there's bad things, there is hope. And that is the end of our story time today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time on Storytime Adventure. Bye! Something I had never ever seen before. And here's where you get to make a choice. Was it a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex? And I'm just gonna stick some pine cones in my box, and then the fun starts. I just start rolling them around. Air rushing out of the balloon is going to push that balloon up. So let's see what happens. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. So that's how rockets kind of work. We are going to build 2 different kinds of rockets today. Put the cork on as fast as